Hello and welcome to the fourth installment of our bowling videos. We're not talking about bowling, we're talking about the bowl games. I'm John.
I'm Bobby.
And I'm Josh.
All right, so we're going to just bring you three games real quick right here. December 31st, we've got in Glendale, Arizona, we've got the Fiesta Bowl. And guess who made it to the Fiesta Bowl? Yes, sir, Boise State. So Boise State's going to be playing Arizona. And so what do you think is going to happen here? Arizona is going to be played in Arizona, so that's going to be good for Arizona.
We're finally moving to the big bowl games.
Yeah.
We're finally moving on. We're getting into the teams that were in top 10. Obviously, Boise wasn't. They were 22nd. So the question is, this is going to be a pretty high-scoring game. Both of these, Boise has top 20 offense. Arizona probably does too. So I think it depends on who makes more mistakes. I'm going to go with Boise just because obviously I'm a little biased to this. And I think they can do it. They've done well. They've won 8 games straight ever since the Air Force lost. And they dominated those games mostly, except New Mexico.
It's pretty impressive that they're going to a bowl game with, the coaching, for the first season. There for the first season, and he brings them to a big bowl game. Mm-hmm. That is impressive.
I think this is going to be an offensive showdown. Rich Rodriguez known for his offense.
Yeah.
The thing that I think really hurts Boise is not having Matt Miller. I think that he is a huge loss in this game because it's going to be going back to back to me, just back and forth. I lean towards Arizona because it's played in Arizona, but I think Boise wants to show the world that last year was a fluke and they want to get back. I'll lean towards the Smurfs, the Boise State Broncos in this one.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right. Okay.
I'm disappointed.
Now we go to the Georgia Dome, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen in the Peach Bowl. We've got Ole Miss playing TCU.
I would have rather seen TCU versus Mississippi State or something, just because Ole Miss has definitely gone downhill since what they were at the beginning of the season. I don't see TCU losing this game. They're just really, really solid football
Honestly,
program.
I don't.
Their only loss is to Baylor.
Yeah.
Part of me makes me wonder if Ole Miss just kind of maxed out. They just kind of ran out of steam towards the end. TCU. They've gone to Fiesta Bowls. They're a good team.
Think about TCU. I mean, they were the week before. They were actually in the college football playoffs. They were the number 4 team.
Yeah.
They got knocked out.
Playoff game.
Still a team that struggled with Kansas.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know their offense is quick, but Ole Miss is. In my opinion, they've got about as good a players as anybody in the country on defense.
Yeah.
They're just offense and Bo Wallace.
I mean, TCU's offense is too good. I'm going with TCU. Who are you going with, Bobby?
I'm going to go with Ole Miss. I think that unless Hugh Freeze bolts for another program like Michigan or somewhere, unless he takes another job and he stays there, I think they're going to get resurrected. And
I don't think he's going anywhere until after the bowl game anyway. Or announcing if he's going to go anywhere.
All right, let's move to Miami, Florida for our final game for this installment. And we're going to look at Mississippi State playing Georgia Tech. And this is in the Orange Bowl. So what's going to happen with this one?
Cowbells allowed?
I hope not.
I think so. They need to be banned, but excuse me, hiccup. Mississippi State. Can they win? Can they stop the triple option? I think they can just because
That's okay.
They've had
Hiccups
such
are allowed.
a long break in between. If you have a long break, you just have a better chance of beating the triple option.
But nothing in Mississippi State all year long has proved to me they have any defense.
I mean,
you can prepare for it all
I'm
day
changing
long.
my mind just because Dak Prescott is a horrible quarterback. I said this multiple times
with all of these accolades, and all of a sudden he changes his mind.
Well, here's the thing.
Wins.
Mississippi State, do they not run hurry up? They run kind of a quicker offense.
They do.
Georgia Tech runs a slow, drag me out, boring, I can't stand to watch it offense. So if Mississippi State goes 3 and out and Georgia Tech just kind of slowly goes down the field, it'll be rough. I think the Yellow Jackets here, as much as I hate the triple option,
I'm still picking Mississippi State for this one.
Yeah.
So. Sorry about that. Friday, January 2nd, and we've got the Armed Forces Bowl, and that's going to be in Fort Worth, Texas. Houston and Pittsburgh.
I'm going with Houston. They traditionally are they can throw the ball. They throw it a lot. Pittsburgh, more of a running team, running up your gut. And Houston's one of the better non-power group of 5. They're one of the better group of 5. Obviously not necessarily this year, but I just think they can beat ACC.
Ward is a very good quarterback for Houston. The runner, he's the one that fumbled on the goal line against UCF.
Yeah.
But the coach just got fired. So I
never
believe
mind.
Houston coach got fired. I'm going Pittsburgh. James Conner running the football.
I'm going Pittsburgh too.
It's always rough when you get the coaches fired. Okay, let's go to Jacksonville, Florida. We got the Tax Slayer Bowl.
Okay.
Tax Slayer Bowl. And we got Iowa and Tennessee. What's going to happen here?
Gosh, two programs who used to be good.
Yep.
Tennessee's. Ugh. I'm gonna go with Iowa. That's the best way to describe Tennessee. I mean,
Wow.
I feel like Iowa's just. Hopefully, they can win this game. If they don't, both of these teams are struggling. They're not that great at football programs.
I'm going to take Tennessee.
Okay.
Take the Volunteers.
I have no idea why I bet Tennessee.
All right. Okay. Let's move to the next one then. San Antonio. We've got the Alamo Bowl, Kansas State versus UCLA.
This is a better matchup. Kansas State, UCLA, Pac-12, Big 10.
Big
No,
12.
Big 12.
Big 12.
Pac-12, Big 12. Kansas State wins this, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They gave Baylor a decent hard time in the beginning, kind of struggled at the end.
Yeah.
I feel like UCLA is just more of an iffy team. Kansas State
They're iffy,
more.
for
They
sure.
give the teams a hard time. And this
Yeah,
one,
they-
I think they'll win the game.
UCLA's up and down. I like Kansas State consistent.
I do like the matchup though. Both of these
Yeah,
not
both of
great,
these are
and you just it might be a tough one. Okay, the Cactus Bowl in Tempe, Arizona, and you have Washington versus Oklahoma State.
Now, I think you do give Chris Peterson just a little bit of credit. First year at Washington, they go 8-5. The only thing they couldn't do is beat the good teams.
Yeah.
They couldn't.
Yeah.
beat-
They took care of what they needed to do.
They started good and then they just fall apart in the second half. So I'm going to go with Washington. They beat Oklahoma State.
You actually pull it for Chris Peterson?
Wow.
Why not? Oklahoma State, you just barely made it to the bowl game. You beat Oklahoma to get there.
Yeah.
Cowboys, sure.
You think so? All right. Okay. Now we're going to move to Birmingham, Alabama for the Birmingham Bowl. I think that used to be something about the
Like Steel or something.
Steel City Bowl or something. I can't remember. But we got East Carolina versus Florida.
Okay.
You would think, as much as Florida has struggled,
I'm
this
gonna
season,
go
that
with
it's
Florida.
bad, but East
Muschamp
Carolina
gone?
Yeah,
I'm
Muschamp
going with
gone.
Muschamp gone.
Wow.
Oh
Talent.
wait, Muschamp is gone. Talent-wise, their defense
The
should
defense
just
is
be
good.
able to demolish ECU.
But remember, no matter how good your defense is, East Carolina slings it on every down. So sometimes that is a equalizer between talent. If you just
Yeah.
continuously throwing
Yeah.
Pirates, East Carolina.
No, he's convinced me too. I'm changing to the Pirates of East Carolina too.
All right. So now let's go to January 4th, the final game in this installment. Before we talk about the bowl, the playoff games, we've got Toledo's going to play Arkansas State. What do you think? Holy Toledo Batman, 8-4 versus Arkansas State, 7-5.
Arkansas State has been consistent.
They have.
Remember, Gus Malzahn was their coach.
Yep,
which
yep.
ends up, and then Harsin.
Carson. So basically, Arkansas State watch your coach because he's probably leaving this year. That's usually what happens. He's probably rooting somewhere bigger. I'm gonna go with Arkansas State.
I'm gonna go to Arkansas State too.
Yeah.
All right, so stay tuned, and we'll bring you the playoff games.